can't carry anymore.
Good evening.
You can have a max resist. How the hell did that do so much damage?
I am overburdened.
I only got a unique item. And it's this one. It's not too good. Do I want that? Like, do I really want that? Instant free and whatnot. I don't like it.
Hello.
It's kind of bad. It's built. And you're back. I don't know if you heard it before you left. It was pretty quick. You got your son and breakfast. Well, maybe you. God damn it! I'm going beside the subject. I was wondering how old are you? Just curious, you know? Did I reach the top one of those? That was 2. Hey, get away from me! Might actually be one of those portals, man. I can't remember. You're 18? And you have a son? It's early. It's quite a responsibility. I don't think I can handle it. God damn it, what am I saying? Yes, but it would take up a lot of my time, for sure. So how old is your kid? I can't be helping curious right now. I know, but it kinda happened. Wasn't planned. Oh, well, at least you took up responsibility for it. Props to that. I mean, I don't know you personally, but one thing I do know is that parenthood is no joke. It takes up a lot of your time. And something that you should, because it's life. But, I mean, I don't have any children yet. I know it's also, intuitively I know that those means not joy. One can't help but love these children. Unless you have a psychopath. I mean, and then again, the children can be small devils. We still love them. Even as bad as they can. Ah, damn it. I'm not speaking coherently right now, but I think you get my meaning. Not so responsible. Nope, not easy. But how old is he? Almost 11 a month. Well, yeah. People will judge you. That's just human nature to be judgmental. Really disturbing thing is that. What was I about to say now? I know what I wanted to say, but then I forgot how to say it again. I mean, sometimes people will they will judge people unfairly, even though within their own minds they will think there's good reason for it. People try to justify being mean because they think they're on the right side. It's a thing that people really should try to keep in mind sometimes. If it's not your life, you really not want to judge. I mean, age when it comes to parenting is indeed a huge factor. But you should still give a chance to the parent to actually
I can't carry
himself. Because no one's perfect. Even the very people who have gotten up in age can be called parents. So while I would not, now I'm just sitting here. Now I'm just sitting like a judge right now. I feel like, but I mean, I would never suggest anyone to become a parent at their age. But why would I tell them not to? I really would not. It's not my life. It's not me to judge. As long as you're a good parent, I definitely judge you. Like, if anything, I judge people about what they do, not what they have yet to do. And it's very much understandable in your position that people will judge you. Very much understandable. So many reviews. And again, here we have like a very good example of defense. Like,
Afternoon.
people are not. I mean, this, especially when it becomes personal, it's a really good example of where it's so easy to take offense to other people, be sad or angry with the response of other people. You really gotta keep in mind whether or not you need to be these people. Because at the end of the day, your responsibility will lie with your child. You're treating up. Fuck what everyone else says. Really. But then again, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to give advice. I'm just giving my opinion as far as subjects that we have up in the air right now. Blind deep every judgment. Yeah, I know what you mean. Way too old for having a kid. I mean, I actually don't want to say that to people. I would like to state that it's good to wait, but I would never tell people to wait because, well, life is too damn precious to just let it fly away. I mean, I find that it's important to have the choice to wait. And I mean, but then again, I would never really tell people they shouldn't. As long as love involved, as long as you care for the child, then age is not, it's really not what matters. At least in my opinion. Sorrow, nice. Given that it's 11 months, I'm guessing you're starting to go over the stage where the child is just extremely annoying. Actually, I don't know precisely when that starts happening. Like, maybe you have to be woken up in the middle of the night. I don't know. Intuitively, I know, but reality is I don't know. But having a child, holy crap, the damage definitely has its ups and downs. But I also imagine that it gives a lot of joy, really a lot of confirmation towards life, because you have like created life, and you have something that requires your attention day and night.
Thank you.
That must give a lot of film in life, I would imagine. You get what I'm saying? That's good. Because sometimes I don't know if people actually understand what I'm saying, and I just feel like I'm rambling on about things that I may or may not know. But then again, I like to preserve the right to be wrong. Because I may very well. And then people should correct me, call me out on the bullshit that I may say. Honesty is just my middle name. I rather say bullshit than not to say nothing. Getting 25 years old this year. Time just flies by, especially once you go into adulthood, which you are. God damn it! Please regret saying it. You get what I'm saying. I hope. I don't know when I'm ready. Settling down with symptoms. I still feel like a child. But it's a whole lot of more. Oh god, no. I need to keep my eye on my mercy. Time flies by when you have a kid as well. I could imagine that.
Good afternoon.
Gonna drink some water. Time flies by when you're streaming. Check out here. That was really good. The eye level of the monsters. Mention make something.
I am overburdened.
Make steel. It's probably but find fast pace. One of the sad parts about the bearing is really not much weaponry available. It's very fast. I usually either normal or just fast. There's a few weapons that is very fast. Their base damage is very low. So how old are you? Well, I actually, I don't know if you didn't hear it, but I said I'm getting 25 this year in September. Time flies by. Is this where I started? Yeah. Need to search some of the other caves. Oh, no, I didn't mean to go here already. Let me just take the weapon. It's not that I fear to fight. I just want to clear out some of the other areas. Because the experience bonus that you get from the ancients are huge. Ah, that's fair.
Service.
Like, my microphone is really not the best. Sometimes it'll just be like, just mumbling. Like, unless I really speak loud and clear, it can be hard at times here, I'd say. I'm planning on investing in a better mic soon. The one I'm using right now, $10 for it. It's nothing. It's like a headset with a mic on it. And it's kind of convenient, but I mean, you get what you pay for. And that I got is pretty bad. use it. It's actually one new unique bosses here. Careful. I could just focus him down, that would be nice. Treasure.
I am overboard.
Good afternoon.
It's cute. Really strong. It's a throw weapon.
I need a key.
I need a key. Okay.
Can I help
Reminds me there's something I wanted to do with Anya.
Yes?
Okay. Damn it.
Can I help you? Good evening.
Let's see if we can find somebody. 25, 28. That's it.
What are your needs?
I just don't know if I'm high enough level. This is wrong. Get up to 40 on those. Just because that I'm high enough level.
Yes.
I should be at that level right now. God damn it, I feel like I need to sneeze. I should also be looking for some power. God damn it, I did need to sneeze. That wasn't too loud.
What do you need?
7, 30.
Good evening. Yes?
Stop.
Good evening. What are your needs? Yes?
I'm willing to do right now. Okay, get off my back.
Yes?
Get down there.
Good evening. Yes?
Guess I'm not so.
Good evening.
I would have loved to get a lot
What are your needs?
and see an ancient armor. Has he got to look on it?
At your service.
I'll look for some blood armor. They're usually higher than as well. So we haven't been finding many of those topaz. Maybe some more modest gems. I'm also going on a pretty dangerous path right now, given how low my health is. Oh shit. What the hell is happening? I think I just was stunned. Stop getting back to life. Son of bitches.
Mount Iron, wherein the world's stone rests.
Few are worthy to stand in his presence.
Fewer still can comprehend his true purpose.
Before you enter, you must defeat us.
I actually... Am I ready for this? Am I able to do this? I should probably not with my mercenary kills, okay? Like, up until now, I've stayed alive. Yeah. Well, considering my life needs, I'm probably gonna be okay. How is my mercenary? It's doing fine. I have a good amount of life leech. The damage I'm dealing, just continue to do just that. Take some pictures. Oh, you bastard! Actually want to capture this Where are you going? You're going nowhere. And frenzy is maxed out. 42 is the amount of speed it will give me. That's just fine on its own.
Hello.
I can't.
You are worthy.
Now, this is a place where I'm going to clear everything off. What the heck? Am I able to like get somehow stun bugged in frenzy? The attack speed of regular things like you're the strongest barb of them all. Yeah, you're goddamn right. I'm gonna continue just that. Should be going to berserk at some point. Would be a nice secondary attack. Though not right now.
I can't carry anymore.
Towards hell, the end nightmare, I think. Fuck you. I'll go, yes.
I am overburdened.
The hell's up with this? God damn it. I'm getting a good amount of gold. I'm gonna gamble amulet soon. But I use both my amulets. I kinda wanna make the edge room worth it to reduce the inventory cost. Before I start gambling. Yeah man, I am able to like get locked in frenzy or some bullshit. It goes around them charging me or something. Because they don't normally stun. Given that I'm nearing night now, I think I want to put like 1 or 2 points with my natural resistance. Just to buff myself a little bit more. What games do I play? Quite a few. Well, currently playing King's Bounty on the side, which is like a turn-based game. Like if you ever played Heroes of Might and Magic, it's kind of clone of that. Other than that, I play StarCraft 2. Been a little bit off for Diablo 3. I feel like I should give it a try again soon. And I mean, a lot of RPGs. The game that I really want to get is like Witcher 3, Witch Hunt. It's just been sealed, released. It's really popular, and it's a really good series as well. Generally, I like a lot of things, but a game that has a good story to it is definitely on my top. I play a lot of games. One of the good games. I can get this already? Damn. One of the better games that I played recently is like this was a Star Wars game, Knights of the Old Republic. There's 2 games of it. The second game I just played here a month or 2 ago. I very much enjoyed that. I think I might play a little bit of StarCraft 2 after this. Although I'll take a break and get some dinner going. I've been neglecting it for quite some time now. Vale is on my list to be killed. Fuck off! Bastard. Cheers. So you only had the first Witcher game, haven't got that far into it. I'm not really sure that game has an awesome story to it. It's really, I really love both the universe, but also like kind of the setting that they put up in the Witcher series, because it's a game that really lets you to think about your choices. But I'm not gonna spoil much, but the thing I will say is like it's not really a game where one choice is better than the other. There may be a few choices where you can say this one is clearly better, but in the end it's not so much what you can do, but rather what you choose to do over the other. Already at this point, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. You need to play that game and then get back to me, because it has a really good story. And the character development, the way you build it up, is really interesting. It's a little bit simplistic, the first game, and you're kind of a little bit stationary in the way that you engage combat. You can have a little bit of offense, spells, and what science as it is. In the second game, in Witcher 2, you gain a whole lot of, it's almost like an entire other game, because you have so much more mobility, and mobility is needed, otherwise your enemy just tears you apart. You can't just stand and tank. That's a huge element in the second game, where you really have to jump around a lot, use whatever stuff you have in your arsenal, because unless it's one-on-one combat, you will simply be overwhelmed with the sheer numbers of you're fighting. And the story in the second game is also really good. I can actually decide debating a few times for myself, because I really do like both games. The story, the first one is really good. I don't really want to compare them, they're both really good. It's just that the combat in the second game is just so well polished. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's a lot more interesting, so to say, that element. But I have been meaning to get into the game. You really need to get into that game. As Endrox, I'm gonna lurk now, so I have to chat every once in a while, listen to you talking in the video. That's cool. I've been rambling on about lots of stuff when you were gone. Or talking, whatever you call it. Witcher, it's basically the first game. It's really a game where you should try to immerse yourself, like stick to your character and just really imagine yourself in this universe. Commit to your choices, because it's kind of one of those games where you really should feel your character. It's kind of like role playing. It's like one of the elements that I find
I can't carry anymore.
very interesting, and definitely something you should do when you're playing role games. Commit to a
Good
character and
afternoon.
like build that character up and stay in character, because it just gives a whole other feeling when you really break all the elements down and try to be a certain person playing through this whole other universe.
I am overburdened.
What the song? It's a strong one. Why would it happen this way? romance. Mm-hmm. Well, first Switch game doesn't have a high fight. The second, however, does. The first game I really do like that game was because there's so much lore. Like, you really get a good introduction throughout the game. Like, so much detail to the characters, to the monsters, the entire world. And on your first playthrough, you should really read on a lot of things and books and lore, because it'll just give a better picture and really get in the mindset of the whole universe and how people interact, how the whole creature exists and what their purpose is, has been, or is. There's a lot of detail to that game. I really love it. That one is good. I don't want to keep on using that because it has damage reduction.
I am overburdened.
Hello.
Make it like temporary. Well, I definitely recommend playing the first game. But the fact of the matter is, I mean, I hate to say that, but you don't necessarily have to play the first game. But I definitely recommend that you do. Also because you don't really want to return to the first game, because that might actually make you a little bit pissed off. I really recommend you play the first game because it gives so much more detail to everything. Like the first and the second game, they go in two different paths, but they don't mean they connect, but they don't connect that much. So you would still be able to get the plot and the characters in the second game. It's just there would be a lot more meaning towards the characters involved, because you get introduced to many of them in the first game. The entire situation and the world and the character. Play the first game first, that's all I want to say. You won't regret it, especially if you love the game and the story. It has a really nice story. Now what should I point to? Oh yeah, I think we want to go for natural resistance. Just for that. Some way for nightmare. Love games with the story. Yes, that's what why I love RPGs. The story is just essential for everything to keep together. Otherwise, it's just a hack and slash game. And that on its own can be fine. I mean, as a hack and slash game, Diablo 3 is not a bad game. And I mean, Diablo 2 is also a hack and slash. But it has a really in-depth, good character system and way you can build them up in so many different ways. So much gear that's when this is just gives so much material replayability. That's what I was looking for. But I really wouldn't call it an RPG as much as I would call it a hack and slash. But I really do enjoy the story. Especially when there's a story where you can a story that can get you to feel the characters involved. Spark some more emotions. That is a sign of a really good game. I just had a really interesting idea. Or at least I think it is. Like, have you ever seen or heard about the Telltale games of
Hello.
Walking Dead? Some of their games they make a bunch of them now, where the game involves your action, your choices, your consequences to them. I mean, I kind of like many of the series, but I also really dislike them because there's a lot of forced options where it's kind of the illusion of choice. But to me, what would be really awesome, like if you were to make a game on that principle that your character is making choices that affect the game on so many, like really on high levels. And like the game right off the start will tell you, you have all the characters that you interact with. Your action will directly either kill them or save them. Like have a game that legitimately goes on that principle, that doesn't just have a set story in which some has to die, but your actions directly, like you could, like let's say it's a zombie apocalypse. God damn it, that principle so much. But still, put them in some scenario where there's danger involved, and you could save them all, and then just make the game so hard and difficult that you are most likely to simply lose the majority of them because of poor judgment. That would be interesting. Like a complex series of choices where the game could go in many directions and not just one linear. Like that's a problem I sometimes see. Like they really want to like make games where you can lose or you're forced to lose someone, and it just gets to a point where it's predictable and too linear. Like there has to be the option, like to do just more than that. Like you just like
Hello.
either you go this way or you go that way. Either you're good or you're bad. That's something that really pisses me off. Like games that doesn't have more than two ways to go, good and bad. I feel like when you make like a really trollish game, like every time you finish the chapter, you failed to do all these things. all of these people are dead because of your poor choices. Oh, that would just be so douchey. Sounds like a good idea for a game. I would play that game. I'm just gonna get a copyright for that. Games need more than that. Unless you own a company and you can say like, hey, I have an idea. Do it. Make a game on this principle. The sad thing is, there's actually people who can do that. I'll just like throw money in a problem, make a game, represent Dutch, and then we take 50% of all the earnings. Then again, that also makes works. It's important that it's important that employees get people to work. Kind of how the world works. I'm just jealous. I would love to be in a position to make such calls. Although I would probably believe in it. Gives you the names of everyone who died because of you. Oh yeah, that would just be horrible. And then like start the game out, like really give a lot of introduction, gives you the chance to interact with all these people, and then they just, if not like 80% of them dies, and like the most of the casualties should come because of your inaction, not necessarily because you're a douche or because you don't let's say help them, but rather by your inaction. And like the game should both punish you for your inaction and also your action, and so there should both be a situation where you should not help them and help someone else, and in a situation where you may judge like you should be completely douchey in the way that there would be people who would think would be able to take care of themselves, and there would be people where you think like those are weak, you need to help them, but no, whole other way. Those who are strong, they need your help, because they will die if you don't help them. This should just be one big troll game, like a parody of these zombie apocalypse games and films where people are just continuously killed for the sake of keeping the plot alive, and then you're like giving right off the bat, you're gonna kill a lot of people unless you're very smart, or rather, if you played this game a lot. Something along those lines. Like just the biggest troll game. No, not just a troll game, but like in a way that you can't predict your actions. Because, let's just be honest, a lot of things in life can be predictable. But there's always like this chaos effect in which you just can't know. Shit happens. You can't do anything about it. Does it make you... Well, that kind of depends on the situation. I mean, if someone is like in clear danger and you're able to save them, but you let them die because you don't like them, yeah, that kind of makes you a bad person. But I mean, it depends the degree of a asshole. If the other person is bad and not really beneficial, I mean, I don't know. I think the entire situation where you would